Like, what's it been like for you and all your gameplay team to like meet the community and interact with the community and then have them playing, the product before launch? Is it a pretty cool feeling to build that relationship, and you said this is the 3rd year in a row. How's it been over the years, and how's that affected the gameplay?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're bringing back, at least today, there's at least 4 or 5 returning people. So we've already have kind of relationship and rapport, and the first time some of these guys came in, it wasn't like they're ready to just give us their raw feedback, They're trying to be polite, they're trying not to get in our faces on stuff, but now they're ready, they're very, very willing to just give us their honest opinion. And there's nothing beats the in-person dialogue, because we can be, on forum posts, we can be on Reddit, Twitter, and we'll get feedback, but it's usually not filtered, and you can't really get a gauge for exactly what people are complaining about. So when you can just have a conversation about things, and it helps them too, right? They can bring up points and things they don't like, and we can just talk to them about things and how the game is built, and they understand why some decisions are made, and they help us guide us too. They help guide our decisions of what they think things should be like, and we can change accordingly. So the game is for the community, so we're always trying to just do our best to make the game that they want.
All right, I know the community wants to hear the details about 24, but for both our sakes, we'll just be safe and cut it off here. Mike Wang, thanks so much for joining us here on 2K TV. And for you out there, make sure to always send that constructive criticism in. These guys are listening, and I'm excited. 24 is right around the corner.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Can't wait.
Back to 2K23. In July, we held a 2K TV Tuesday event in the city, and I heard that there was some kind of challenge involved.
Always. Everybody's always coming for us. First off, the event was fire.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Spurs came into the arena earlier with one thought on their mind, walking out of here with a win. Welcome, everyone, to Game 2 of this exciting NBA playoff series. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the 90s NBA was physical. and no team embodied that more than the Knicks. When the league cracked down with rule changes in 1997, it was seen as a direct response to New York. Then Nick Doc Rivers said, those were anti-Nick rules, obviously aimed at us because we did those things so much more and so much harder than everybody else. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Roy Hibbert is out there with Anthony. Then it's Johnson, then it's Miller, and it's McGrady in at the 2 spot. And for the Knicks, it'll be the Knicks off the tip. Hardaway with it.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
First team foul.
Outside Hill. Miller against Wilson. Inside Hill. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Back to Wilson. Traps in the tray.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Knicks lead 5-2.
McGrady outside. Pass to Johnson. Outside Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Outside Wilson. Back to Hardaway. To the inside. And it's Hill with the jam.
And far from just a scorer, Hardaway is also adept at finding his teammate.
McGrady outside. Johnson outside. For the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
Outside Wilson. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Wilson's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Here he goes. That one good for 2.
What muscle from McGrady right there, brushing off the defense with ease.
Hardaway passes to Hill. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shots.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Johnson. He kicks it to Miller. The 3. Knicks with the rebound.
And he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
You know, an easy basket made possible because the assist was crisp and it was perfectly placed.
9.
Anthony, the pass to Miller. Buries it from 3-point range.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the layup is good.
Boy, they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for it.
16-12.
Johnson against Hardaway. McGrady outside. And the foul called on ABC. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the Knicks.
San Antonio making a switch here. Camby's checked in. Cranes the three-pointer. McGrady's got his third bucket of the night.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Here's Wilson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Marcus Camby.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
The Knicks making a switch here. Bynum's checked in. Good on both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And team strategies. Closely guarded, one aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Once again, fans, make some noise for your Knicks City Dancer.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Johnson kicks to Miller. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Wilson. He can't get it to go. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's McGrady. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Anthony can't hit. The Knicks leading by 5. Passes it to Bynum. Here's Wilson. And another three for New York.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this.
Knicks lead 23-15.
Johnson against Hardaway. A wide open look here for Anthony. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
Back to Hardaway.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wilson. Nice D from Camby.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Johnson, the pass to McGrady. From outside, off the mark. New York's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Hardaway dishes to Bynum. And it's Bynum with the jam.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Miller outside. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
For New York, they had looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the first one drops. DJ is checked in for the Knicks. And so he makes both from the line.
You know, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
There's a minute left in the first quarter of the game. The 3 from Anthony. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And so here is New York. They lead by 7. Hardaway kicks to Wilson. Back to Hardaway. Pass to DJ. Launches it. Here's Hill. And Hill throws it down.
Yeah, one of the great in-game dunkers we have. Grant Hill, he might not put on a show with his dunks, but it doesn't make him any less impressive.
Here's man. Lobs it up for Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Here's Hill after the basket by San Antonio. Outside Hardaway. Kept alive by New York. Now, DJ. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Here's McGrady. Oh! And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
And here's Hill for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
Here come your Knicks City answers, everyone.
And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinals. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
So with Bynum sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Steven Jackson. Hardaway is out there with Hill. And it's DJ. And the foul called on Marcus Camby. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Knicks leading by 5. Back to Hardaway. On the wing, Hill. Out to the right wing. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Spurs trail by 7. Here's Mann. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside Hardaway. And Steven Jackson, the best on the assist from Hardaway. And the Knicks lead by 9. Anthony taking his time here. The feed to Camby. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Spurs shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Marcus Camby at the line.
That one is off. And the Knicks making a change here. Bynum's checked in. So we can't get either to fall. The Knicks leading by 9. For 3, Hill. It's rebounded by Camby. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
Johnson against Hardaway. The pass to Bynum. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Covered by Anthony. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First free throw is good. Some changes here for the Spurs. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Camby. Baca comes in for Anthony. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for George. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Bynum. And it's Bynum with the jam.
There it is, guys. One of those excellent plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That's his first foul. The Knicks leading by 12. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That is his first foul of the game.
13 foul.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Hardaway passes to Hill. Back to Hardaway. Three-pointer.
I love the edge with which Serge Ibaka plays defense. He covers a ton of ground.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. They're going to have a nice little run here.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Russell, he's checked in for New York. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 16. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Russell.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And that one's good. McGrady.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Knicks.
Oh, Russell in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And he pulls off the beauty to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Out to Ibaka. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Hardaway, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now, here is Miller. On the wing, Johnson. Hardaway with the steal. The 17-footer. Tipped away. The second effort. Goes up again. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's McGrady. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. McGrady's got 5 points in the quarter. Outside Hill. Hardaway against Johnson. Outside Hardaway. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Spurs trail by 13. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got 5 now.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And taken away by Johnson. Miller outside. And Bynum pulls it down. Bynum's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Jackson. On deep. Sinks the triple. He has 5.
And with the height to see over people and the peripheral vision to do it quickly, hitting with the perfect setup.
Hardaway against Johnson. McGrady outside.
2 minutes.
To Johnson. Hardaway with the steal. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Bynum. And it's Bynum with the jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now, here's Johnson. Ibaka, wide open, he fires. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, a little bit of assertiveness from the native of Congo. Serge Ibaka has the green light.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kid.
Moncrief is checked in for Johnson.
Your Knicks City Kid.
Outside Hill. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
Here's McGrady. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Passes to Hill. Out to Hardaway. It's up a 3. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hardaway has got 5 points so far.
How about the payback there, guys?
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Now here is Moncrief. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Miller outside. Pocket 6. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Line him with it. Camby picks him up. To the paint. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. 8 points for him.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Here's the floater. And the rejection by Ibaka. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good. And so it's New York looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. They're trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if we can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
So one half completed in this round 2 conference semifinal game. Ernie Johnson with Shaq and Kenny the Jet will be breaking down all the action. For the Knicks, they're in a perfect position to grab a hold of this series, up 1-0 already, and playing incredible basketball, which has given them a huge lead at halftime. They just couldn't have asked for a better scenario. And taking a look at the Knicks, Shaq, what'd you think?
They made every possession count by limiting it. Very disciplined about protecting the ball and making the right play. If they keep this up, the lead should be safe. Don't get cocky and lose just because you're ahead.
Over to Kenny now. Your take on the Spurs.
Shaq, was anyone boxing out? I mean, if they didn't box you out like this, you'd have 50 just on offensive rebounds. I mean, they got to put bodies on bodies, or fundamentals.
And that wraps up the half.
Here come your Knicks City answers, everyone.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Boy, he has been locked in, all about business, just going out there and doing what he does best.
So with Anthony sitting on the bench, this is the lineup for Maurice Cheeks. Miller is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then it's Johnson. And it's Camby in at the 5 spot. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
Off the inbound pass, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. Anthony's checked in for the Spurs. The Knicks have been coming through at the charity streak. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. Now here's Johnson. Miller outside. Six on the shot clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Miller's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
For San Antonio, they have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far. The Knicks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Good on the second free throw. The Knicks leading by 12. Outside Hill. Pass to Wilson. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. It's back to Hill. 6 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. They grab their own miss. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, and no box out.
But to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 9. There's Miller with the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Hill. Up again. Great positioning in the putback. And the Knicks lead by 16.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Spurs. Paul George comes in for McGrady. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. And it's Miller in the corner. This one for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists tonight.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now here's Hardaway. He has 5. Wilson kicks to Hill. On the high post. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. Hill's got 8.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Shots good by Miller.
After hitting only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Hardaway against Johnson. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Good work there as it goes. 16 points for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Paul George with the steal. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Knocks it loose. Covered by Hibbert. Johnson with the block. Hill against Miller. Hangs, and the layup is good. Miller's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
And the foul called on ABC. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Miller dishes to Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Miller. And That's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Spurs ball.
Now off the inbound, and it's Miller with the jam.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Hardaway passes to Jackson. And the foul called on ABC. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Johnson against Hardaway. In the corner, George with it. Back to Johnson. And there's the pass to Miller. Takes the three. And it's DJ with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 10. The three from Hill. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Fourth personal foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New York.
And, guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Baca comes in for Anthony. Tracy McGrady subbed in for Miller.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
The Knicks making a switch here. Bynum's checked in. 1:39 left to play in the third. Hardaway kicks to Jackson. Pass to Hill. Back to Jackson. And it's sent back by George.
Boy, Paul George making his presence felt on the defensive end. The length comes into play right there.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish. Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one. Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Now, here's Johnson. And here's the break.
Spurs foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And that one falls for Jackson.
And I love the passion that Jackson plays with. Never bashful when it comes to pulling the trigger, and an outstanding two-way player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Russell comes in for DJ, and it's Wilson in for Grant Hill. Now, here is McGrady. 20 points for him. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Spurs trail by 16. And here's George. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Johnson outside. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
3-point goal.
George has got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's New York looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the action in just a minute. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Great pace, great energy. Keep throwing the ball ahead.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Bynum sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Hardaway is out there with Hill. Then it's Russell, and it's Wilson in at the 3. And good that time.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
It's tipped. Hill deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Here's Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
And the relentless nature that is Will Russell. Always working for the best scoring opportunity. Won't find one better than that.
Now here is Moncrief. And slam dunk by Candy.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Wilson against George. Outside Hill. Bulls from the top of the key, and the Knicks good for 2.
You can't just stop when there's a big setup. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And the Spurs making a change here. Miller's checked in. Hardaway against Moncrief. Here's McGrady. Offensive rebound. Canby kicks to Miller. 3-pointer. San Antonio again missing.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
An emphatic LU jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
One of the most ferocious scorers in the game. McGrady's length and athleticism is so difficult to contain.
And McGrady drops them both.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Outside Hill. Down low. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
San Antonio calls timeout.
That's a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kid.
A different look now for San Antonio. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Canby. Anthony comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Johnson in for Moncrief. Now, here's Johnson. And here's Anthony from the arc. Wilson grabs the board.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Hands it from downtown. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 assists.
86-64.
Johnson against Hardaway. On the wing, Tracy McGrady. There's Miller with the 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Miller's got 21.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Here's Hill. And another shot. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Miller. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Miller at the line, 2 shots.
Both free throws good for Miller.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And stolen by Miller. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Great job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Hibbert pulls it in.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Johnson dishes to McGrady. Back to Johnson. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. There's Miller with the three. And the foul called on ABC. That's his 5th foul.
5th personal foul. Second team foul.
New York leading by 12. Knocked away and stolen by Miller. Here's McGrady. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And stolen by Miller. And Antonio calls timeout.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancer.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for San Antonio. Paul George comes in for McGrady. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mo Cheeks was talking about with his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. New York calls timeout.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Tracy McGrady's checked in for Paul George. Off the inbound, and the shot goes in.
And for buying the score, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by San Antonio.
And so Miller will bring it up for San Antonio. Down by 12. Passes it to McGrady. Stolen by Wilson. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Shots good by Miller.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
13 foul.
The first free throw is good.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
There's Miller with the three. It's rebounded by New York. Wilson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hardaway from outside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. There's Miller with the three. That one, no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. 22 is their biggest lead.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Knicks.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for ABC.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Well, you look up at the scoreboard, the time remaining, this game is effectively over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
Diversified scoring in this one for them.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Now here's Hardaway. Here's Wilson. It's good on the putback.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Here's Johnson. Stolen by Wilson. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Substitution on the court. Wilson. At the line, 2 shots.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good. Miller against Wagner. The 3. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got 31 points.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
4th personal foul. 5th team foul.
First one falls for him.
Number 18. At the line, 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. Stolen by Wilson. And so the New York Knicks have won the series. And you got